Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Reserve Report, your source for what's going on locally and around the Reserve. I'm your host, Lance Corporal Brytani Musick. Female Marines have a reason to celebrate. February 13th marked the 71st anniversary of female Reserve Marines serving in our Corps. By the end of World War II, more than 20,000 women were serving in our reserves. Today, 6,307 females serve in the reserves. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation is open for the 2014 to 2015 academic year. Eligible children of Marines and Navy Corpsmen are encouraged to apply. For a list of eligibility requirements, visit mcsf.org/eligibility. MAR Admin 018/14 announced the fiscal year 2015 enlisted to Warrant Officer Selection Board, allowing enlisted Reserve Marines to apply to become warrant officers in the selected Marine Corps Reserve. Applications must be submitted to the Marine Forces Reserve G1 by March 24, 2014. See the MAR Admin for more. This weekend, service members from the New Orleans area took part in the NBA All-Star Game. The service members were provided free tickets to attend the events. On top of attending the games, they participated in community events and volunteered with NBA players. The Marine Corps Band New Orleans and a Joint Color Guard performed this weekend as well.
The Armed Forces community had the opportunity to team up with the NBA during the 2014 All-Star Weekend to highlight the military presence in the New Orleans area and support community outreach events. The celebration kicked off with the Rising Stars Challenge practice, where service members led warm-ups and the Marine Corps Band New Orleans showed off their New Orleans style. The weekend continued with service members, past and present NBA athletes, and volunteers stepping up to help out the local community by renovating and rebuilding homes for veteran and low-income families. Later Friday night, service members were on deck at the Rising Stars Challenge, where a Joint Service Color Guard opened the event. Service members also got the chance to participate in the East-West practice, where they watched the players gear up for the big game and even partake in some friendly competitions. On Sunday morning, NBA Cares hosted the Hoops for Troops basketball clinic, inviting service members and their children to participate in an exclusive hour-long clinic taught by current and former NBA players. The culminating event of the weekend was, of course, the NBA All-Star Game. Sergeant Major Brian Battaglia, the senior enlisted advisor to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, was recognized as the official DoD representative to the All-Star Weekend. So as the game drew to a close and the Eastern All-Stars slighted the West, the weekend provided an opportunity to serve the community, highlight the sacrifices of service members, and reward basketball fans with one of the biggest sports nights of the year. Reporting from New Orleans, I'm Marine Sergeant Michael Ito.
Reserve Marines have the ability to bring all kinds of different talents to the table from their civilian occupations. Reserve Marines in the following video shared their experiences about the benefits of being in the reserves.
The reserves is one of those things that is so critical to our forces now because, like the word says, we are a force in reserve. And we are there to fill certain gaps that the Marine Corps has at any given point in time. I've been a Marine for 28 years and a policeman for 22 years. I do it because I love it. This lifestyle is what I choose. I choose to be a reservist. I choose to be a policeman.
The Marine Corps Reserve is very similar to active duty. In fact, the basic screening requirements are the same. Some of the benefits for being in the reserves are you get to stay local where you enlisted from. In fact, a reservist would stay in this area and be able to go to college or maintain their job if that was what they chose to do.
When you're in active duty, that's your full-time job. The reserve is essentially like a part-time job to where you can still serve your country, but you also have your civilian obligations / employment.
It's not just 1 week in a month. It's not just 2 weeks a year for training. It's much more than that.
Yeah, I think for me personally, the benefits in a reservist is have that camaraderie. That addition to that is putting a uniform on and being able to serve my country in a different capacity other than active duty. Me, that's a huge moral benefit. Plus, it is you get paid for what you really love doing. It allows me to bring my experience and attributes that I've shared in the military to my civilian job.
That about does it for this edition of the Reserve Report. As always, for more news, photos, and videos, check out our website at www.marforres.marines.mil. I'm Lance Corporal Brytani Musick. Thanks for watching.